Oh, why do you say that?
I'm carrying a third of my weight.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like what I was reading in the book. That's right. Weight comparison compared to.
You're supposed to do 10 to 20%.
That's true. Yeah, it is about percentage. You know, you're right. You're totally right. Yeah. Thank you.
Have fun, guys.
Thanks again.
Thank you, Daryl.
All right, guys.
So we're starting this aggressive endeavor. I call it aggressive because I'm out of shape. So for anybody that's watching this, we're starting by Cooke City, Montana, 5 miles outside of Cooke City, Montana. This trail actually starts as the Clark Fork Trail and then makes its way to a trail called the Beaten Path, which is pretty well known in this area, I guess. Really nice trail. It's 28 miles total if you decide to do the through hike, and 28 miles is very intimidating for me, so we'll see what happens.
Where I believe that we went wrong, because we were at a mile point, we were at 1.4 when we stopped and did his stuff, and then that was where we went wrong.
And it said Russell both ways, and we took the right instead of the left.
Yeah.
So we took the wrong trail. Oops. Mile and a half, 3 mile detour. Is that right?
There's a lake right there, and I was like, oh, it must be a lake right around the corner. Like, there were so many times where I was like, oh, weird. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna start it again.
Great minds, my friend. Great minds. This is some really scenic country. I'm incredibly out of shape and fat. I'll own up to it, but totally worth if you're able to push yourself to get up here. Starting day 2. Day 1 was rough. We took a wrong turn and had a 3 mile detour, so that's going to add 3 miles onto our hike. Today's going to be a long one. It's supposed to rain today, and last time we checked, it's going to drop down to 29 degrees at night, so that's going to be a challenge as well. But we have some real scenery coming up. We're going to summit today. I think that's the plan. Just under 10,000 feet. Which is another challenge with the breathing. We'll figure it out. Pretty little area.
Yeah, I feel like this is the perfect place to be in this.
Yeah. I guess we're at about 9,000 feet. Totally a guess because I have no clue, to be honest with you, but we just came across this beautiful little lake. Don't remember the name of it, but the backdrop almost looks like El Capitan.
This temperature, if it just doesn't rain, that would be ideal. Yeah.
So this is the summit. Any guess on the feet? We can look it up later. Do we think
like
just
9.8?
9.8
is what I think. You?
Yeah, about that. I think 9.8 or just under 9.9.
Nice. All downhill from here. All downhill.
We have to go up. I'm gonna have a real fit.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Throw my back down.
I was told.
Yeah.
So, absolutely. Here's Duggan Lake, and we're not very far from that.
Okay.
And then you got to come down here, and then there's not a lot between, and that's a push to get to.
Yeah, so we have a big space between, so we need to make a decision, I guess in other words.
Which is unfortunate because Duggan's only 2 miles away. It's going to be really hard to be like, do we stay here?
Right, yeah. So right below us here, this is Dewey Lake. This is where we need a zoom lens. If we had a zoom lens, you can see there's snow up in the bowl, and that's end of August, so obviously this area, they must have snow year-round in certain places. Almost like an all-natural water slide, except with some pretty bad bumps. Man, oh man, I gotta say, so far this trail has not disappointed. It has not disappointed at all. Like I said earlier, it's been challenging. Like, you gotta be in good shape to hike this trail, and I'm not in good shape, but it's worth the push. So again, this is, wow. Pretty incredible. Yes, it is. Around every corner, there's something. So again, this is the beaten path, and it's up out of Lake Rosebud in Montana. We started in Cooke City. You don't have to do the full through hike. You can just do the up and back if you want to. Start at Lake Rosebud, go to the top, and then come back, and you'll still see a lot of this.
You think you're limping a little.
I just, like, every time I, like, sit down, you know, or stop, it's just, like, things
Stiff.
start, yeah, stiffening up, so.
That's why I have not sat down.
I know.
Invention on the trail yesterday. Something where you can mount your camera and then a little trigger so you can just hold it up and take pictures instead of pulling it out and swiping.
That's nice. Actually, yeah, that's a great idea. Day 3 now, about 6 miles left of the cabin. It's kind of been the scene all the way down, just these beautiful little lakes. All the way down, we can stop and get water at any point that we need. This looks like a really good spot to camp. For anybody that comes through here, there's plenty of flat areas. You're right on the water. Great source for water bottles. With the coolest feature is this little fire pit slash emergency shelter. So even if you get caught in some weather, you could almost lay down in there on a tarp or on your tent or something and have some coverage. Certainly one of those spots you don't want to take too big a step to the left.
Trixie, my girl. She got dirty paws. Well, the dogs are doing great.
Emma, how long would you say you were waiting for us when you got here?
I mean, I did it in like 1:05, so I was 20 minutes fast. So 20 minutes.
For the record, Emil has been ahead of us the entire trip. Like, not by a small margin, but generally a pretty big margin. And this is the person, that is true, and this is the person that's had, you know, 1 or 2 hip surgeries and scars down the side of her legs. I think that goes to show you that if she can do it, you can do it too.
Thanks, Deej. I like to be a cautionary tale.
Hey, buddy. Always wagging a tail. Always wagging a tail.
I'm a sleepy girl.
She's got her little spot.
And throwing herself on paintbrush and I can't remember the other couple names. There's wildflowers up there.
And this is the site we've been looking for the last 2 days. This is Lake Rosebud, and this is also where Daryl and Lena's cabin is at, which marks the end of the hike. Almost. Still another mile to go.
It was actually
We made it.